Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. All right, I'm going to get logged in over here and then we will get started. We unpacked a lot of goodies actually today. So, let me go here and mute. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm just looking for something really quick while you guys get logged in. I have no idea where it is, I guess. Ooh. No. Okay. Well, maybe it ended up in this package. Let me see. I don't think so, but maybe. I have some really pretty samples that I wanted to show you of something that just came in, and now I am not finding it. Of course. Oh, there they are. Well, there, yeah. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. What do we want to start with? If you had to pick, what would you start with today?
Anything.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay. Well, my director over there was, I asked him what we should start with today, and he says anything. So, full director mode, right? Okay, so happy What's New Wednesday. So who all is here with me today? We've got, I think I saw Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Hi. I've got Teresa. Well, hello. And Diane and Jan. Hi, you guys. Let's see. Oh, samples. Yeah. Okay. So first off, I want to show you guys this because last week we talked about, and then I'll go to the samples one next because, yeah, again, I don't really have a plan. But so last week we talked about those big kits from Little Birdie that I just sort of ordered. Oh, Katie, hey. Katie says hi. Katie says aloha, I mean.
Aloha, Katie.
Aloha, Katie. Direct translation. Even though my accent is not so good. So, last week, those really, really good priced, kits. And if you didn't get a chance to see those, it was like 10 sheets of paper, a whole pack of die cuts, some flowers, and some stickers in there for, I think it was like $10.99 or something. I mean, crazy good price. So this was another item that I ordered from that same company, Little Birdie. And, this, all I saw literally was the picture of the front. And it didn't even, my friends, have this part on it. So it was the Christmas vintage sticker book. And so, we just unpacked this today. Now, here's the thing, you guys. You're not, okay. So here, when I ordered these, I had no idea how many stickers were in here. I had no idea what they would look like, anything. So I didn't order a ton. I think I only ordered 3 or 4 because, again, I couldn't tell. But I wanted to show this first because if we need to order more, I want to do it sooner rather than later because actually 250 pieces. So that was news to me when it showed up, but let's take a look, okay? So these are all going to be, somebody's going to get one that I've opened, but that's okay. These are all going to be like a white base sticker, but you've got Christmas trees and 2 sheets of that one. Look at these fantastic vintage labels, all stickers, and they are all like die cut, okay? So, you know, it's nothing complicated. The cutest little dogs right there. You probably get 2 of those. Santas and deers. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? So like 2 sheets of that one. And then we've got more labels. Oh my gosh. I just kind of quick glanced at this earlier, but like, wow, look at that. There's a ton of stickers in here. Some more Santas and a little penguin, and there he is flirting with you. Very good. And some more foliage, flowers, that kind of stuff. And I flipped past pages, but there's 2 of every design. You've got a couple sentiments in here, some old Saint Nick, some little deers, and then, ooh, sentiments. I had no idea these were in there either. Wow. You guys, this is a really, really good set. And then for those of you guys that are looking for some nativity stuff and some angels, we've got you covered there. And then for some random reason, we have now sort of a vintagey craft colored set of stickers, but they're black printed on this background. So like kind of just 2 colors basically, little labels, and then, ooh, some fun little jars. Okay, so you guys, are you ready? This is $7.50. Like, that's, yeah. So 250 stickers in here for $7.50. And you guys, they're good images. I mean, those are definitely usable. And because they're all flat stickers, if you need stuff to decorate your envelopes or whatever, it's going to be fabulous. So I was really excited to see this one when I opened it. Okay, now, Teresa said, yes, Heidi, we will put one down for you. Okay, so Teresa said, let's do the samples, okay? So, back in, I guess, the last virtual trade show that I did, we got this set of layering mushroom stencils from Altenew, okay? And then the way that our classes go when we do them is they give us this little booklet with some directions, and then we have some projects in here. So we made this one here, and then we made this leaf one, and then randomly, my friends, there was this one. So I didn't do this one. It uses this stencil, but it wasn't, I just didn't get to it. And you'll see I didn't even finish the others, but I have enough to show you because they're really cool. So what the concept was, let me just show you. This is a 4-part layering stencil. And now the reason that we're just getting this in now is because every time I have been looking at Altenew, they're out of this stencil. And I finally was able to go and grab them. And I grabbed quite a few. So we have a number of these in stock because this thing is freaking awesome. So, what was really, really cool about this, I'm trying to get them all like lined up. This is number 4. This is number 1. I can see that I've mixed them all up. That one is number 3 and number 2. Okay. So, now when you get a layering stencil set like this, okay, you're going to get this packaging, and then on the inside of the packaging, it shows you the 4 different stencils. And then it'll show you, once you do all the stencils in this specific color palette that they have up here, you'll get a pattern like that, okay? But the goal of this class for us was to give us a couple of ideas to take it from what you would normally get with a layering stencil, which would be a card that looks like this one, okay, and do something different. So what I want to show you, I think I got a splinter in my hand, so if you see me itching, it's just because I feel like there's like a paper cut or a splinter or something in there. So, what am I looking for? Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you this one. Now, this is a whole different floral from them, but what they did is they took, I got to have my cheat sheet open because it has been a little while since I looked at this. Okay, they took stencil number 2. So that's this one right here. That's the one that has these these little mushroom undercaps. And I'm just going to show you because I think this is clever. And with a stencil like this, I think it's something really interesting to keep your eye out for. And that's one of the reasons that I sort of fell in love with this set. So what they did is they did a floral right here, but they just used the little bits of the stencil that were these kind of like little heart trios, and they just moved it around. So they did it as just a little accent of background. So let me see if I have a black piece of paper. Oh, right here. This will help. Okay, so when we're looking at the stencil number 2, you can see it actually has these really fun elements. Now, if we were doing the whole 6x6 to create that pattern, this would just fit in between the mushrooms from, layer number 2. But for that card there, they just used this little bit as the background, which is really cool. Okay, so that's the one that I didn't do because it was a little bit, and I ran out of time. But I want to show you the 2 that I did because these I am loving, okay? So you can tell I did not get sentiments on here, but look at this. Yes, my friends, that little scene is from this wild background stencil, okay? And this one. Oh, so many different possibilities with this set. So I'm just going to kind of show you guys really quick where these came from, okay? So, and I don't have any more copies of this, but if you want, when you come in, if you're buying the stencil and you want to take a picture of this, I am super okay with that. So, let's talk about this one first, okay? So the way that they designed this stencil set is very clever. You've got the whole background here, but what they did is they actually put a little cluster down here at the bottom. So you have the option of just doing a little cluster set. And as you go through all the stencils, you end up using all the stencils as you do it. But as you go through all those stencils, you get this multicolored little cluster set that looks like this, okay? And then, there's only like one step to finishing this, and that is stamping the sentiment. But of course, that one last step always seems to be the one that you don't get done. Okay. Oh yeah, Jamie. I mean, that could be it too, but honestly, it just started like an hour ago. So, I don't know. Anyways, probably I'll have to go to the emergency room because, I'm a big baby. So, anyways, so I thought that was incredibly unique about this kind of a stencil set. And then, so that was the like level 2 easy, okay, for doing this. Then, my friends, there's this one. Now, this one was a little bit more challenging, okay, because you had to use part of the stencil. So we didn't use number 2, but we did use number 3 and number 4, okay? So, because number 1 also just has mushroom parts. So we only used 3 and 4. And what we did then is you have a couple of the leaves. Let me show you. So you have like a 2-part leaf here. And you'll see that here, right? And you'll see that here. And you'll see it here. So we took it and we just took the stencil on and put it like that and then colored it. And then we took the stencil and rotated it. And really, they didn't tell us which way to do it in class. You just kind of filled in space and then did it here. And then we took it again and we rotated it to go here. Okay. And then I did like as needed, just filled in little spaces with either the leaves or the single leaves or whatever. So I loved that. That was a super unique way to use like a busy layering stencil like this, where you didn't just put it down and just stencil, which is what we've been doing mostly with the ones that we've gotten. So this one is really more of a free form layering using your stencils, because then once we had all the green backgrounds, then this was the next part that was a little bit trickier, I'll tell you, because like on this part here where I used the two leaves, okay, that was easier to know to fill in. But see, I had to be careful of this one, because if I didn't mask that off or, you know, just not get ink there or whatever, I would have a twig, and I don't have any twigs, okay? Although if you look closely, I have a little smudge here, so probably that's about where my sentiment is going to go. But so for those ones, you just move it around and line it up. And what I ended up doing is I ended up using this really pretty kind of like olive green, and then I used a navy for the stems, and it gives it this just beautiful, beautiful color. But the two sets are easy to find and easy to stencil. Then when you went to the singles that were moved around, that's where you have options. Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one? And so as I was moving it around, I tried to just use one of the doubles and maybe one, maybe two at the most of the singles, just so I didn't make my life really difficult when I got to the part about matching it up. And then once I had all that, I took whatever open space there was, found a set of 3 dots that I liked, maybe find one that doesn't have anything super, super close to it, so it's easy to just quickly stencil, and just use that to fill in the the gaps. Could you bring me some water, please? Well, I don't know. So anyways, I am over the moon for this layering stencil, because not only is it gorgeous like this, but by them showing us how many different ways we could use this, just thinking outside the box just a little bit, it made this stencil set like really, really useful. So, and you guys, this is what comes in your packaging. So you get this as an all the time reference. And you know, it talks about how to use it, how to clean it. So these are now in stock, and it is called Mushroom Garden from Altenew, and this one's $21.99. So you get 4 stencils in there for $21.99. You know, right in line with layering stencils as it is, but so useful. Now there is not a coordinating stamp that goes with this one, okay? But what they had, oh, I don't know how long that's been in that picture though.
It's been in the picture.
For like 6 months.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. You didn't rinse out the pitcher though, did you? Or did you put fresh water in the pitcher maybe? Maybe that would be good.
I think you'd be fine. What's going to happen? I think water smells.
It's filled with plastic leaching in it.
You have a point, but there's no better.
All right. Okay. So that one has me really excited. And then this one has a bit of a Sharpie mark on the front, but anyway, this is the Stamp and Die set. Now, from what I understand, yeah. Okay, so they're not necessarily intended to match so much as coordinate, but you get all of these cute little sentiments that go with the mushroom theme. And what's great about that too is that a lot of us have mushroom stuff, right? And you have dies that will cut out not all, but 3 of the 6 sentiments and the mushroom bunch. And so the stamp and die for this one is $21. So, you know, it is a great value on the stamp and die combo and really good value on the stencil as well. So I'm so excited. This is the one we have been waiting for. Could you switch this out for the wheel? I meant to grab the wheel, not the calendar. That's up there. Okay, let me tuck these off to the side. Okay. Yeah, and you can take this one back. So I don't need that. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty. So let me just clean up my mess here. Otherwise, I won't be able to find anything. If you guys want to look at these tomorrow. Okay. So then also from Altenew, this is not new, but we actually now, I have one of these in stock. This is the stamp wheel. So this is their version, and it's sealed closed. I can't even open it. Oh, there we go. This is their version of the stamp platform, but they have a really, really unique way that this rotates, so you can do like some all over stamping or wreaths or things like that, or just general stamping if you want. And so people have been really quite fond of this one. I have one in stock that's available. It's $99. But I also wanted to show you guys the couple other things we just got in that are companions to this, because I know a few of you guys have it, and some of you have asked, even if you don't have it, for these other parts, because I think they can probably be used with other things just to help with spacing and stuff. So, oh, this one doesn't even have a hang tag. That's interesting. So if this is sitting on the table like this because it doesn't have a hang tag, you guys would be like, that's not interesting. Okay, so what this is this is the Stamp Wheel Ultra Sticky Mat. And so this one would fit in the middle of the stamp wheel. But again, you know, you could use it outside of that as well. But it's going to clean it's going to clean up easy, okay? Although it may stain. And then what it's meant to do is hold your paper from the bottom while it's in the stamp wheel. So, you know, we've been using the Sizzix stamp and stencil tool a lot. And I like that one because it's a big flat base with the sticky grid. So this is basically going to do a similar thing to the sticky grid in that it will hold your stuff down without needing magnets and all that kind of stuff. So this one is $23.99. And I know a couple of you guys were wanting to be on the list for that one. So, and then we also got in another new thing from them for the stamp wheel, which is the Stamp Wheel Center Alignment Guides. So now, while the measurements of this are designed to use with the stamp wheel, you absolutely could use these for lining things up with different tools as well, because they are just like a template. But it's got measurements on here. So let's say you wanted to center an A2 card. Okay, what you would do is you'd put this down in the corner of your stamp wheel, and then when you place your paper in there, this is perfectly centered. So, which matters for this one because of the way that the wheel is marked. So, unfortunately, this is the only one I've got in stock, and it's all sealed up, so I can't pull it out at the moment to show you guys. But I did want to let you know that these two tools are here, and we have one stamp wheel if you've had your eye on it. I know, Jamie. I knew you'd be excited to see that. Okay. And then there's a couple other things we got from Altenew. Okay, well, we don't get a ton of call for Hanukkah stuff, but I did see this little stamp, and I thought that this one might be kind of nice if you just needed to make a couple of Hanukkah cards because priced, it's $6.99, and I believe these are made in the U.S. polymer. Yeah. So these ones are really good quality stamps from Altenew. And it just says, wishing you a blessed Hanukkah, and then it has the 2 stars. So it's very easy to create a quick card. If all you need to make is a couple, this one is right in the price point that is going to be pretty usable for that. And then this one, we have not yet had a chance to make a sample, but I saw this one when I was doing my order for some other stuff, and I was like, it's so pretty. And what I love about, the 6x6 embossing folders, right, is that you can put your card in this way, you can put your card in this way. But what I really liked is that you had this blank space right here. And that blank space is really nice because if you put your card in, right, and then you have this blank space, you can put your sentiment at an angle or something. It gives you a resting spot in which to kind of lay out your card design. And so it just kind of helps guide the eye, which I thought was a little bit unique and different. So this one is $9.50. It's called Layered Snowflakes. And even though it's layered snowflakes, okay, so it is a 3D embossing folder. So what it's telling me is that it's kind of like a multi-level embossing folder. That's what I'm getting from here. So see how on the picture, there's different shades of gray. Those different shades of gray are indicating different levels of height in the embossing folder. So you're getting a 6x6 3D embossing folder for $9.50 with some really beautiful, delicate snowflakes. I mean, this is pretty awesome. Okay. Now, since we're on the subject of embossing folders, these are not a brand new item, but I did want to point these out because most of what we're seeing come on the market now are these 3D embossing folders. And sometimes we just need the regular, good old 2-dimensional embossing folder that is, standard size, not anything too crazy, with texture, just gives us that little bit. So I ordered in 5 designs, it looks like, because I have 5 in my hand. I ordered in 5 designs from Spellbinders, and I do think we've had some of these before, but I wanted to show you again because, card making is in full swing, and with 2-dimensional embossing folders like these, they're like $5.99. So they are so well priced. And this one is called Sweater Weather. This one here is called Floral. And also the thing that people like about 2-dimensional embossing folders too is that the sandwiches are usually very easy to put together. So it's usually like on the Big Shot, it's usually your base and 2 plastic plates. So because these 2-dimensional embossing folders tend to be a standard thickness, okay? Not too thick, but a standard thickness across the brands. So this one is called Floral. This one I noticed we only have maybe 1 or 2 left of, and that's partly because it's, holiday season, but this is called Forever Green. And this one is, seems like a popular design now, but for here in Washington State, the evergreen state, this is going to be a good one basically year round. Okay. And then, this one I definitely know we've had before. But I really, really like it for fall because you've got a nice design of leaves. There's enough, detail in the leaves there to make the background really pretty. But because it's just 2D, you aren't going to have a whole lot of intensity in the design. So it'll be nice for doing just a tone on tone on the background, or, if you want to ink stuff up or do other techniques, you'll still have that texture, but it won't be super thick to make your cards extra thick. Okay. Okay. And that one's called Falling Leaves. And then lastly, this is one we've had before too. This one is called Plaid Company. But again, a plaid. You cannot go wrong with a plaid. And this one's going to be a straight up and down plaid. so it's not like a diagonal, but I think that, for Christmas and things like that, I think this one is going to be really awesome as well. And especially if you throw some ink on it or something. Okay. So they are all $5.99 for those 2-dimensional embossing folders that came in. Okay. Next, I just saw these on the table. I have no idea when these got checked in, but they just arrived on the table, kind of out of sequence of various other things. So I don't really, I don't know. But you guys, I love these. This one, and Woodware Stamps, $8.99, fantastic price. So you've got sort of this words that, it's a noun fungi, and then it's basically, description of fungus, right? So any of a group of spore-producing organisms feeding on organic matter, including molds, yeast, mushrooms, and toadstools. So that's going to be fun for the background. You also have this, what looks to me like a little corner stamp, but like a grungy watercolor type stamp. Could be very cool. But this one, this is going to be the one that is going to be phenomenal on your cards, because you already have all of the, what am I trying to say? All of the collage elements already as part of it. So there isn't a ton of stuff that you have to do. But see, it's cool because even within the stem, you've got the words collaged in there and lots of texture, really, really interesting. So I'm thinking, like, if you love to do backgrounds and you stamp this one with VersaFine Clair in Nocturne, or maybe even in Acorn or Pine Cone or something. Oh God, it'll be stunning. And for these stamps, I would definitely recommend using VersaFine Clair. It's one of the best ones we've found it probably is the best one we've found for clear stamps. There isn't a ton of colors. So if you have, full set syndrome, you can get all the colors and it isn't going to break the bank, because I think there's like maybe 18 colors or something. But they stamp amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. And for stamps like these, the less expensive clear stamps, you want to make sure that you use a better quality ink so that you can get, better results out of it. Okay. So this one is what is it called? Vintage Fungi. And that one's $8.99. And then this one. So for my scrapbookers, for my mini album makers, junk journals, even like card makers, I thought this was fantastic. Oh, hi, Charlotte. So if you're making something, let's say you're giving it as a gift and you want there to be little spaces for them to write or something like this, this is a really cool stamp, you guys, at $5.50. A really, really cool stamp. You can use it just as backgrounds if you do kind of a tone-on-tone sort of a thing. But you could also stamp it on little tuck-ins for pockets, or let's say you have a little tuck-in for the pocket and you stamp this on the back. That gives an area for them to journal that comes with the lines already. So I was pretty excited. And I had to wait on this because when I finally noticed this one, it wasn't in stock. So I don't know if I missed the first shipment or if I just noticed it before it was shipping. I don't know. But so I've had my eye on this one, and I'm really, really glad that it's here, because I think that one is going to be so useful for so many projects. Okay. And then I have a couple of things here that I will show you. So we got in some new shaped paper clips. These ones are dog bones. Oh, aren't they cute? So these ones, we have 10 dog bones for $3.50. And then let me just see if I can get them back in the container. Show you how cute these are when you put them on. So I would do it just like so. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Now, if you wanted to, you could pull it out just a little bit so that it gives you like a little tab or something like that. But so cute, right? So we only have a handful of these packaged up, but those are here. And then we have 4 new, wait, I showed this one last week. I showed this one, but there might have been one I didn't grab because I think there were 4 rolls. Hang on one second. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. All right. So this one, you guys saw this one last week. This is the one that I called kind of pumpkin spice because it had sort of pine cones and coffee and, oh, maybe that's a lantern. Maybe it doesn't even have coffee. It doesn't. It's got, lanterns on it. Okay. Well, maybe that's a good reason to review, so that I can get it correct the second time. Okay, so first off, I want to show you this one because I think this is so funny. So this is, let's see. This one is a gnomes. And for those of you guys that aren't into gnomes, I just apologize. But here's the reason I loved this one, you guys. This is a football playing gnome roll of washi in blue like the Seahawks. Well, so of course we had to get it. So you pair this with some crazy green color and it's going to be adorable. So, I mean, look at that. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. So I couldn't believe that there were some gnome washi tapes in Seahawks colors. All right. Then I got 3 other ones. So I got another roll for the fall. This one is sunflowers. It actually says hello fall right here. Oops, there we go. Let me do this so it'll focus. Is that going to focus? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so hello fall, and then we've got the pumpkins. This one says always be thankful. I don't know, can you see that? Oh, you can see it on the video. Is Tammy on today? She usually has it on big screen, so I know she can see it for sure. But then you've got sunflowers and pumpkins, and you've got this adorable little truck that has the little pumpkins in the back. So that one is the, I don't know, the fall truck one. And then, all right, I feel like I want to open this one because I think... I think it needs to be open. It is just awesome. Hold on. Oh, but now can I find the end? Let's see. There it is. Okay. I'm not sure if I put it on this black paper if you'll be able to see it, but I'll give it a try. Not sure if it'll show up, but... Oh, yeah. It'll show up. Let me see. Okay. All right. This way you guys can actually see. This is beautiful little forest animals. I'm trying to make sure it's focusing. Aren't those sweet? You've got foxes and squirrels and rabbits and a raccoon. I'm loving that. And you've got the hedgehog and the bear, I think are, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different animals. I love this. So this is the one I would call like mushroom animals, or I don't know. Use descriptive words and I'll be able to translate it. Okay. I've been waiting for this one for a while because I love, love, love the little artwork that's on that one. Okay. And then we have some holiday kitties. So you've got, and the kitty washies are always really, really popular. And I do look for dog washies, but it's harder with dogs because dogs tend to need to be specific breeds of dogs. And so I think the cat stuff tends to be a little bit easier for people because for whatever reason, like, all Oliver's orange, right? But it doesn't matter because I would still buy a black and white cat something. But people with dogs tend to buy, you know, if they have a beagle, they don't tend to buy like, you know, golden retriever type stuff. So, it's just, yeah. Oh, he's got little lights on. Oh, so cute. Okay. So those are the 4 washies that just came in, and these guys are only $2.99 a piece. These washies are such a good value that we're able to get in, and they've got they have at least 5 meters on them. They might have more. I forgot to check that, but so they're very, very generous supply of washi for the price. All right, my friends. Then guess what just came in? Brand new Penny Black. Now, this Penny Black order has been a bit of a stinker because we've put it through, then they didn't find it, then we had to put it through again, and then it just sat there, and then I had to call and nobody answered, so I left a message, then I had to email, and then one day it just ships. So that's how it goes. So we got in some really fun new stuff. One of the things I want to start with, because we've talked about these before, would you mind going to look in the Penny Black section and see if the sample for the edger dies is over there? I'm just sorting here. Hang on one sec. And leave and hugs. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to... Hey, was there a stamp for the hugs one?
What?
You gave me 2 Believe, but was there a stamp for the hugs one?
No.
Really? Okay. All right. So, well, that answers that. But, so a little bit ago, when, I think when Donna's, I can't remember, it was, I think like in July or August or something, we were looking at these dies, and I was telling you that there was a Hugs Edger coming. So the Edger's dies, they look like this. And if you don't know what you're looking at, they're a little bit confusing, okay? So you can use it just as a regular sentiment. So this hello right here, it just cuts out as a, okay, this is a hello. This says hugs, just for clarification, but this is the one I have a sample of. So this sentiment right here, it just cuts out as a regular sentiment. But what's cool about what you have here is this piece. So all this is a top edge. So if you actually want like a mat around the whole word, this is not the set for you. This set does some other fun stuff. Now, what you can do is you can create layers like on this, like this one here, where the hugs becomes almost like the grass knoll for this little character to stand on. Or what's even more fun is when you go to create your card, you can cut this shadow right into the front of your card and then put the sentiment on, and you have a really fun and unexpected opening flap. Okay, so everybody that was on the list for the hugs, I've got those pulled for you, and I do. Oh, okay, thank you, Jamie. Okay, well, that answers that. Jamie said they already got the hug stamp.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, that was because this was the one that I couldn't get to ship because yeah, okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad somebody can remember. So I only have one of the Hugs Edgers dies left after I doled them out for everybody that was on my list, okay? So if you want this one, I do have it because I think this one is going to be really pretty awesome. And that one's $15.99. But I also got in some new ones. So this one is Blessed. And so on this sample here, they just used the word. But again, it does have that top flap, so you could use that as well. And Blessed, this is going to be great for fall and holidays and really, all year. I don't have are all the edgers the same price? You didn't price any of these you gave me. Sweetie? Okay, but I need prices on the rest of the stuff. Huh? Okay, the edgers.
Same as the other one.
Okay, so I guess all the edgers are, and then I need a price for the Blessed stamp, the Grateful stamp, and the Believe stamp.
Small one?
They're different sizes.
Small one is $9.99.
Okay.
Medium size is $16.99.
Okay.
The large one is $18.99.
Okay, and which one is the large one?
The biggest one.
Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, so the die is $15.99. The stamp set is $16.99. Did I get that right?
The small one?
No, this one. Okay. And so the way that these are worked is this is called the Blessed Builder. If I know a number of you guys are familiar with this series in this system because we've had it in a couple releases. But if you're not, you can get the die by itself, which does this. You can get the stamps by themselves. Can you go see if there's a juice box back there? Okay, could I get some fresh water? Thank you. My throat's starting to dry out. So you can get them separate, but they're designed so that they can be used together. And so this is called the Blessed Builder. So what you would do then is you would have Blessed, and then you'd say, to call you my friend. Okay? Or to call you mine. Blessed beyond measure. And so it's things that talk about blessings but go with the word blessed. Okay? So separate or together, those are designed to go together or separate. All right. And then, okay. Thank you. Okay. And then we have Grateful. And this one really does end up being kind of fall-like, but you can use it for thank you cards or all kinds of things like that too. But so this one has just the word on the sample, but it says gratitude makes everything turn into a gift. But again, it's the edger. And then you have the Grateful Builder stamp set. So grateful, thankful, blessed, and begin each day with a grateful heart. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. So this one is $16.99 and $15.99 for the die. And then this one, which I was pretty excited about, this is the Believe Edger. So Believe is one of those things that comes out a lot at the holidays, but if you are a Bigfoot crafter, Believe is one of those things that you can use all year round, or if you are a Disney crafter. So Believe tends to be found a lot in holiday stuff, but there is definitely year-round uses for it depending on what you're making. So the Believe Edger die, this is the one they did that one as an edger with the edge. Okay. And then we have the Builder, and he said, I think this is $9.99 on this little stamp. Is that what you said? Okay. And so, but this one is going to be holiday based. I don't know why they didn't put something in here about Sasquatch, but they didn't. That might just be something we're always looking for. I don't know. But at any rate, so we have the Believe one in too, which is going to be fun. Okay. And then kind of in along those same lines, but not really. Do you know if that Big Joy is over there? Okay, could you look in the penny black section in the globe behind you and see if it's in there? Because I'm pretty sure it's around. Okay, so last year they came out with one that said Joy, and we cut it out of, I think it was a glitter foam. It's on a pink card. Love it because it takes up so much space on your card, but then you can just do a little bit of decorating around the sentiment, or you can fill this with foliage if you want and turn it into like a peek through. I think last year with Joy, they actually took the O in Joy and put some of the masterpieces in there. So some really, really cool stuff. And how much is the Noel die? And then we have the Noel Builder, which is, you know, together or separate, but can be used with that one. So we'll get a price on this here in what? $14.99. Okay. He's going to look for that. But in saying that, and the masterpieces? $4.99. Okay. We have 2 new masterpieces in. So Penny Black, if you follow Penny Black at all, their artwork and the stuff their design team does is stunning, breathtaking. It is beautiful. And with the, you know, a little bit of practice, anybody can do it because they have lots of tutorials out there. However, a lot of people don't want to do it or feel they can't do it as well. And that's where the masterpieces come in. These are always popular because they come fully printed on this textured cardstock. So it looks almost like they're printed on canvas. And you have the gorgeous artwork of the designers without all of the work. Okay? And I feel like we saw that one on... take a look at this. Okay? So... I had it growing this way, but apparently goes this way. So they're really, really easy to work into a card to make it absolutely stunning without all the time it would take to make that into an actual work of art. So, so this one here is, I should probably put the truck on front or it'll, this one is called Aglow. Okay. And this one is called Snowy Sensation. So you've got these cute little birds. Oh, that beautiful creek. And hopefully you guys can see that. It actually almost has like a little Aurora Borealis type coloring in the creek. You've got, does this one go this way? Yeah. A little snowy barn in the background and a fence. Oh, this one had a bonus. And then you have this tree, the aspens with the lake. Okay. So that is, which one was on the outside? This little guy. Are you eating cookies again?
No, I'm not.
Can I have one?
I'm not eating any cookies.
You can't even say the word without spewing cookie crumbs. What are you eating then? A banana? No, not likely.
It's a banana.
I could smell it. Nice try, though. Okay, so those are the 2 masterpieces. And then, let's see what else we got. So, another thing that's always popular with Penny Black is sentiment stamps. So when they come out with the new sentiments, I try to get them in. Oh, thank you. What is this? Look at this. Can you guys see that? It's got like shards of glass on my cookie.
Shards of glass?
Yeah, look at this. Look.
Oh, that's my teeth.
This? Right there. Shards of glass.
Is that plastic?
Are you trying to take me out? You already gave me plastic leached water and then you give me shards of glass cookie?
No, it says plastic.
If If you guys never see me again, you'll know why.
It's plastic.
Oh, yeah.
A plastic piece from somewhere. Oh, I know they come from the breaking the cookie thing out. I didn't take it out.
It's sharp, too.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Okay. My life is in danger. All right. So, okay. So we have 4 new sentiment stamps. The first one is Song of Peace. And so, these are just great if you need some new sentiments for your holidays. And the penny black ones stamp beautifully. They're always popular. This is a small set, Song of Peace, $9.99 on that one. And then this one is Light Your Path. And so I'll just kind of hold it up so that you can actually read it, because you could push pause too if you wanted to. So that one is called Light Your Path at $9.99. And then we have First Christmas. And so this is going to be the sort of religious-based Christmas stamp set. $16.99 on this one, right? I think you said? Okay. Why don't you just bring the whole pack of cookies over? So, this one has God's love, hope and love, blessed, and a number of different sentiments. The other thing that's really great is these, because they have so many lines in them, are just fabulous for the insides of your cards. Okay, so this one is called First Christmas, $16.99. And then this is the final sentiment one that's new for this year, called Wrapped Up. Sending a smile across the miles for a wonderful Christmas. You put the merry in my Christmas. The warmth of your friendship and the charm of your presence is a better gift than I could ever have asked for this Christmas. Brooklyn, I'm not sending that one to you. I want presents. Sound good? Okay. All right. So, the joy of Christmas doubles when you smile. Oh, these are nice, actually. Yeah. Okay. So that's Wrapped Up, $18.99. We got in a couple of other things that I want to show you. This one is their new leaf set, and there's a lot of different leaves out on the market. What I liked about, how much is the leaves? These leaves. So what I liked about these leaves, I'm just going to tell you while he looks that up, is you've got these lines that die cut in the, just these little leaf, what are those, veins, okay? And they're not straight. They're going to be like, you know, a leaf actually would be. But you've got so much space on this leaf. For those of you guys that like to do the watercolor and the mixed media and stuff like that, this is going to be a fantastic die for it because you have so much space. So you could cut this out of that Vicki Boutin mixed media paper, and then you can go to town. $14.50? Okay. You could go to town with your backgrounds and your watercolorings or your smushing, or you could do your smushing first on a paper and use this as a die cut, you know, to die cut out some fun shapes. So many options, but having kind of a die that has a lot of open space like this can give you a lot of possibilities to work with. So $14.50 on Leaves Turn is the name of this one. Okay. Now, this one is a new set. In their catalog, in the samples, they went gangbusters with this set. Okay. These ones, I'm guessing he priced these separately, but they probably should be bundled together because the die doesn't really do a whole lot without the stamp, but I guess they could be separate. Could I get prices on these? The postage stamp and the postage stamp, posted, cut out, and posted. $9.99. Wait for it. $12.99. This is why, okay, so, okay. Well, so, but they have done a ton of samples with this one. And it will, actually even, like, you can ink it up. It'll give you a little frame and cut it out. But, so, you know how Penny Black does, where they kind of mask it into a rectangle like that, and then they do their whole scene that way? This gives you a really decorative frame right around there. And the line on this stamp is where your frame will just end up for your inking and stuff like that. So, and then here's just another one. But some of the samples that they did, I'll try and see if I can go get some posted, because these are phenomenal. Absolutely gorgeous. And it is it's a bigger size stamp set. The stamp measures about 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So a 3x4. Okay. And, so that's going to be perfect for your A2 cards. Okay. Now, the last thing I wanted to show you guys. So we've had masking stencils in before. We had ones in from Tailored Expressions, and I believe they were like $15 for 2. And you got, like, let's say it was a rectangle. You got a rectangle and then the piece that goes inside in 2 different sizes for that. This set is $18.99. Okay. Now, am I going to regret taking this out? I probably am, because of all the pieces, but we're going to do it anyways, because I want you guys to see, like, how good of a value this is. So we have all of these in here. Okay. So you've got this piece. Oh, they're not going to fall out, because I think you'll need, yes, they have just like 49 in Market laser cuts. You'll want to take your little X-Acto knife and cut those out. So you've got this nice big rectangle one here. And actually, they are labeled, which is going to be pretty handy. Okay. And then you've got a 3-panel masking stencil. So you could do it this way. You could do it this way. And these ones are going to be for a little bit bigger projects, but they don't necessarily have to be. Okay. So, like, these ones are a 5x7 stencil, but let me just see. But the inside will most definitely fit. Okay. So, like, I'm looking at this one here. These panels right here will, I think was 3.5, so it'll fit on an A2 card. And if you wanted to use this for an A2 card, you might just not use the 3rd one, but you still have that as an option. Okay. And then you have an even bigger rectangle. I love that we have so many choices. This is so fantastic. And then you have a circle, and actually the circle is a little bit higher. So those are your 5x7 stencils. You've got 4 of them plus the masks to go with them. Now, this one, my guess is, where's my my ruler on here? Okay, yeah, so these ones are going to be your A2. So you've got a rectangle. You've got a smaller rectangle. This one, which is a 4-panel, love that. Absolutely love it. No more lining things up. Thank you. And then you have the circle. So you guys, you get 8 templates and you get 8 masks for $18.99. Crazy, crazy value. So if you like to do that masking, which I love it, I think it's so fun, and it just really, like, takes your card designs to another level. I just think this is going to be such a great, useful set that I can maybe get back in the bag. And Like if you don't do 5x7 cards and you're thinking, oh, well, I would only use the other ones. That's okay. I mean, 4 stencils for that price is still a great price. But if you do mini books, or maybe you want to use the bigger circle still on your A2 card, but just as part of a circle, right? To mask in or something like that. There's going to be still a lot of cool ways that you can use those bigger ones, even if they're too big for the cards that you make. Okay. Did I cover it all? I think so. All right. I'm going to do a very quick wrap up because I see that I have waffled on once again for a good long time. All right. So here we go. The Vintage Sticker Book, 250 stickers in actually fantastic designs for $7.50. We have the Mushroom Garden Layered Stencil Set for $21.99. That's the one I spent some time talking to you guys about because this one has some really cool possibilities. And then we have the Mushroom Greetings Bundle of Stampin' Die for $21. We have the Layered Snowflakes Embossing Folder for $9.50. And the Blessed Hanukkah Little Tiny Stamp Set for $6.99. And then, not necessarily new, but back in stock, and I wanted you guys to know about it. So these are all 2D embossing folders, $5.99 a piece. We have Plaid Company, Falling Leaves, Forever Green, Floral, and Sweater Weather. And then we have some new stamps from Woodware. We have, what is this? Vintage Fungi, which is so cool. And this one, which is going to be really, really useful. So this one is called Mini Notebook Page. And that one is $5.50. And $8.99 on the mushroom. All right. Now, then we have one stamp wheel in stock. These guys are $99. And then we have the 2 extras that have recently come out for the stamp wheel. So we have the stamp wheel center alignment guides at $11.99 and the ultra sticky matte grid at $23.99. And we have dog bone paper clips, 10 for $3.50. And then we have the new washies. So we have this gorgeous mushroom forest animal one. That's the one I had to take out of the package because I just couldn't handle it. And then we have the fall truck washi. We have the, not really Seahawks gnomes, but the football gnomes washi tape. And the holiday cats. All of those are $2.99 a piece. And then we have a ton of penny black. Okay, so going through it quickly. We have the edgers. So we have Believe. Maybe it's easier if I do it this way. Believe. Which, the edgers, what did you say they were? $15.99? Okay. I think that's what they were, guys. Yeah. Okay, $15.99 for the edgers. And then the Believe stamp set. I think these are $9.99. And then we have the Hugs edger. Okay. This one I don't have the stamp set in, but there is a stamp set for it. But Jamie explained to me why I didn't have that one in for some reason. We have the Blessed Edger and the Blessed Builder stamp set for $16.99, I think is what he said. And then the Grateful Edger and the Grateful Builder stamp set for $16.99. We then have some, then we have the Noel die, which was how much? $14.99. And somewhere in here was the Noel Builder set. And I think he said these were $9.99 maybe. But then maybe this one was the $12.99? Well, shoot. I don't know. It's either one of those prices. Okay. Then we got some new sentiments. So Song of Peace and Light Your Path. Those ones are $9.99. And then the new First Christmas. This is your religious holiday type of sentiments here. This one is $16.99. And then Wrapped Up is $18.99. And we got in 2 new masterpieces. So this one has your truck, your baubles, your foliage, and your cardinal. That one's called Aglow for $4.99. And Snowy Sensations is the, what do you call those? Aspen trees and the stream and some little winter birds and then just a snowy fence barn scene. And then we have this leaf die that's going to be fantastic for mixed media stuff. This one right here, my friends. This one is one of those must-haves, I think. So this one is called Posted, and I believe this one he said was $12.99 and $9.99 on the die. This is the one that the designers kind of went crazy for in the samples, and what I would consider to be the ultimate of masking stencil packs. So $18.99, you get 8 different stencils in here, and they call it the Background Basics multi-pack. And that's because a lot of the sets we see with Penny Black have that kind of, see right here, see that little kind of shadow where they ink it and then things kind of come out. So it's a design that they use a lot of. And so now we have a stencil set that will give you all the sizes. All right, my friends, that is what I have for today. I have more to show you tomorrow. So we will be back for What's New Thursday because there is a paper rose box here that we have not even opened yet. So with that, I will wish you guys a good night and see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.